Let's record another episode of Neverwinter. We're going to try and see what random queue we end up with. We're doing the random trial queue again. So those are the events that have many players. Let's see if we come up with something epic that we haven't done before. What will it be? Excitement. Oh, excellent. Tiamat. This is one that will work great since I want to cover the Tiamat area, and by the time I release this, we'll have. So let's see what we're doing here. We are showing up in the giant temple that the Cult of the Dragon has set up for Tiamat. And what we're going to do is, you see there are a bunch of platforms out here in this kind of hellscape looking thing. And we're going to head out and fight summoners that are calling forth Tiamat. I'm playing a healer, so I kind of need to focus on that. But there's a lot here of really neat combat. This is actually a really cool setup. So there are all these summoners, and we're fighting them. You can see on the right-hand side the ones that have been defeated so far. And you can see that I picked up a shard, which will later protect me against the dragon breath, which is kind of cool. And so now we're taking out Summoner of Black. Tiamat is the goddess of evil dragons, and she is in the abyss. You can see Wrath Modar over there being fought against right here. I think he just died, yep. And then the other summoners. This kind of has some spoilers for Horde of the Dragon Queen and Rise of Tiamat, but it's a little bit different. It's fairly different, so it's not too worrisome. At least mechanically, it's not a problem. So we're defeating these 5 different summoners. This is kind of the first phase of this event. And this always goes well. I mean, if this doesn't go well, we're really in trouble because everybody does a pretty good job of just beating up on these simple things and taking a dragon shard. The thing with these dragon shards is that you want certain ones of them, and so you're hoping that people take them in the right ratios. Like, you need a fair amount of green because you want to make a pathway to where the green dragon head will be. So that's kind of important to have. But you also need at least a blue, and sometimes it's really good to have a white to cancel out those dragon head effects because they can be really bad, blue especially. Now something happens here. Tiamat's heads, as you can see, just rose up there, and we have to split up. Ideally, we do it half and half. So if you're looking for tips on how to play this, what you want to do is you want to come over here, stand a little bit further away from that summoner that we're protecting. That's the person by the blue pillar who is trying to help us. Oh, I don't know, I just cured nobody. That person is trying to help us summon, kind of cause Tiamat's heads to be accessible to us so we can fight them. It's kind of a strange mechanic, but as that happens, Tiamat's going to blow various breath weapons at areas, and devils are being summoned. So we want to defeat the devils. Defeating the devils will cause our summoner to be able to do their job. But as the dragon breath comes out, it will really deal damage to us if we're not careful. So we must be careful of that and sort of dodge out and fight devils at range when necessary, because you kind of can't take too much of that. Now I can, oops, I just did the wrong thing. I can drop my dragon shard, which can help, but the timing is a little strange compared to how this event used to work. So yeah, it's in terms of the mechanics, the concept, we're defending the summoner, we're taking down these devils. Tiamat is blowing her breath on us. This is all very epic, very fun, creating zones that are completely, you see I almost died there from the amount of damage I took, that I took. And there's another half of the team. So in theory, we're split half and half, and half the team is on the other side fighting to protect the other summoner. This event has been through a lot of different changes. So those of you who are a little older or more experienced with the game may remember this used to be all 3 areas were ones that you'd fight for 3 different clerics. But now it's 2 and only 10 players. It used to be 20, which made it kind of laggy and all that, so they've changed it up. So we're doing this till those blue bars that you might see on the right margin of my screen defend the clerics. When those blue bars fill up all the way, we will be able to fight the heads of Tiamat. The thing about this event is that a really good team can really do this quite easily, but it's very easy for a team to not do it well. And unfortunately, teams kind of like to act as if they're good teams no matter what. And let's explain what I mean by that. In this phase, you can see here comes the blue light. This tells us that we're ready for the next phase. So we are now going to all kind of zerg these heads. We don't cross this red line yet, but we come over here and we prepare for the different dragon heads to come out. And what we are going to do is, in theory, every one of us should be here. Oh, I started that too early. Every one of us should be here ready to attack this black head. And we're going to go down the line, black, green, then red, blue, and white. And what will happen is that if you're a really good team, you want to just be able to pound on these things and not overly not hold back, like just kill one after the other. But if you're not very good, then we're going to struggle with let me see if I can get here and put down the green. So this protects us. You see I just dropped that green, my dragon shard, and that protects us. Ooh, I just got shoved out of it. So I do a lot of healing here. Spam my healing. So in theory, a lot of us would have just dropped these dragon shards. But you can see we're taking a while to kill this head. So I don't think we're going to do it all in one round. And if you're not going to do it all in one round, you should not actually kill the heads, all of them. You should bring them down to where they have like 3 or 4 bars left on their health. And our group is probably not going to do that. So this is where we've also taken so long that we've had 2 sets of breath weapons hit us, and that's going to kill me. So I'm going to release here. That's another indication that we've done a bad job. We took so long. But you see green, we killed green, right? And we shouldn't have killed green, because what happens is if you don't succeed in the first phase, then in the second phase, oh, I'm going to die. Okay, I made it. In the second phase, if you didn't kill all of the heads are actually going to be much, much stronger. Or they're going to get some of the, not much stronger, they're going to get some of the health back. Sorry, I'm trying to focus here and fight. So I don't know where everybody else is. They're still trying to, they're trying to kill red. I skipped to blue, which is fine. It won't matter in the long run. I got killed. Well, maybe somebody's going to come and heal me. Oh, yeah. So you can see, like, the group is still killing red, and like they should be here. They should be trying to do progress on each of them. Boy, we're not in good shape, this party. And this is not my best character, but really, if we were clever, we would know what to do. So what we should do, if you're doing this event and you see that it's taking a while to take down heads, don't try to kill them all, because you probably won't have enough time to do it. I'm having trouble focusing. But let's go back to the larger picture. And what's cool is, we are fighting each of Tiamat's heads, right? That is a really neat thing to do. Super cool. And if we had a slightly stronger team, we could have done it all in one. As it is, we're going to have to repeat the phases, I think. Actually, the clock is strangely long. Maybe we'll do it. Oh, but I'm not going to do it because I got killed. I think we succeeded. All right, we did it. I take it back. This was a great group. Yeah, so Tiamat is defeated. Ilminster says, we banish you, because Ilminster was the one that hired us. You get a bunch of rewards, and that's the event. And there's a chest there, and But, let's go out here and just take a nice look at the way it looks. There's some really nice touches. So, 5 heads. You've got these 5 different colored braziers that are hanging. And that, in the olden days, we used to kind of line up by heads. The way they sort of intended is to have 5 players go after each head simultaneously, but it makes more sense to pile on. So that's where you see people, it doesn't let me go look. But that's where you see people used to split up. Now they all focus on one head at a time. So yeah, that's it. We're looking at that huge pit of fire. We defeated Tiamat. And this event has at times been one of the best events out there. Really, really cool. All right, I'm gonna fashion a key because I don't have one, which you do through the campaign system. Where is my? There it is. And let's make a Dragon Queen key. Yeah, so what else? Some takeaways for Tabletop World. I really love the setting. This is a super cool look. I mean, it does come out of the adventure. It is a really neat looking place. The idea of having to sort of split up party members to fight different threats is cool. Like, that's kind of neat idea for any kind of creature with multiple heads. An Etten, a 2-headed beast giant or 2-headed beast, a hydra, anything like that could be really interesting to have a situation where you have to split up like that. That could be really cool. And let's see if I get anything interesting. I think I have that unlocked. Some trade bars. Not a lot, but I'll take it. Yeah, so there you have it. Tiamat. We have taken her down. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.